Hello my sweet little owlets, and welcome to another traditional art speed paint. In this speed paint I will be working on a very self-indulgent art piece. It's so self-indulgent I almost didn't post it because it's a little embarrassing, but as you know, I am a huge advocate for drawing whatever you want, whether it is quote unquote cringy or whatever, and I really need to practice what I preach, so here it is. But I am getting a bit ahead of myself. I do want to talk about the media that I am using for this artwork. So I am once again working with Arteza or Arteza. I was never really told how it's pronounced, but I've never been corrected, so I'm gonna call it Arteza. So Arteza sent me their pack of gray toned markers, which I'm really excited about because I was instantly inspired to do some kind of manga artwork with it. So the gray toned marker set, I'm going to start talking about that just a little bit because I mean there's a lot to talk about. So this marker set does come with 36 markers, and the price on the Arteza official website is $32.99. However, you can get 10% off using my code, which is flashing on the screen. Oh, maybe I won't make it flashing. That might hurt your eyes. So I was going to be on the screen right now. Check out that code. If you want to buy this marker set, for sure, use that code. But yeah, so $32.99, a pretty good price for 36 markers. The markers do have two tips. So one of the tips is chiseled and the other tip is fine point. Or I guess the correct term is fine tip, but whatever. If you look on the back of the package, there is a swatch set of all of the colors, but I always recommend you swatch it on your own, just because the colors print out a little bit differently, and honestly swatching colors is pretty fun. As you can see, I'm doing it on the screen probably. I do like how there are so many varieties of gray. So there are a lot of neutral tones, but there's also cooler tones and warmer tones. Is that the correct term? I have a preference for the neutral and cool colors, which you will probably see in my artwork, that those are like the two different tones that I will be using. But honestly, I'm just so glad to have all of these colors. Like, it's so, I don't know, something about working with just gray tones is so fun to me. It's like you're limited, but you're not, you know, like there's so many possibilities. So I don't know, it's kind of like a fun challenge. So I did swatch all of the colors. I did notice that most of the tones were kind of grouped together anyways, and when I did swatch them, I did do like a block, and half of the block I did a couple layers just to see if they are buildable. The colors are pretty buildable. Some of the colors were easier to build up than the others, but honestly a majority of them did build up pretty well, which is good for, you know, shading and stuff like that. And it kind of feels like instead of 36 colors you get like double that amount. So I really like that. These markers are alcohol based and non-toxic, and overall I had a really good time working with these. I had a lot of fun actually. So I'm gonna stop talking about the markers just for a little bit. I'm gonna talk about the artwork, and at the end of the video I'm gonna talk more about the markers and the savings that you get using my code. So look forward to that. But the artwork, so like I said, this is pretty self-indulgent. So the moment I knew I was going to be getting these gray toned markers, I knew I really wanted to imitate Furudate's style again. So Furudate is, I'm mispronouncing that most likely, but that is the author and illustrator of Haikyuu, which is my favorite series of all time. I really like their art style, and I just wanted to see if I could, you know, create like my own little manga page. And I wasn't exactly sure what to draw, but I knew I just wanted to have a good time with it. So I drew my persona. If you guys remember, I did try to replicate their style like not too long ago, probably a month or so ago, but it was digital. So it was a little easier for me. This was a bit harder. I'm not too well versed in traditional media. Why did I say it like that? So I did try to draw that persona, or my persona, meeting my second favorite character of that whole series, Kuro Tetsuro, which, as you know, I've been drawing him a lot lately. This was super fun. It was, you know, I didn't want to make it like super weird or anything. I do have like a thought bubble in the second panel, and I leave that blank because I just wanted it to be open to interpretation. You know, you can picture my persona thinking anything that you want pretty much. It's kind of like a fill in the blank kind of situation. But you know, I try to do that exaggerated facial feature, not facial feature, what is the expression? Expression in the second panel, and then the third is kind of like the reveal of what my persona is looking at, and it's the super tall guy. I try to get the height difference correct. It might be a little bit off, but when I say it's a little off, I mean the height difference might be a little bit more than that. I am pretty short, and he is pretty tall. So I don't know. I love drawing myself and my persona with tall characters, or my favorite characters, just because there is like a 99% chance I am shorter than all of my favorite characters. So yeah, it's super fun for me. How many times have I used the word fun in this voiceover? I don't know. I just really had a good time. I don't do self-indulgent stuff too often. So it was just like a breath of fresh air, which is something I'm not really getting a lot of living in California right now with all of these wildfires. But let's not talk about that. That's too depressing. We're gonna talk about good stuff, like how much I love these blendable Arteza markers. I should try to do like a really smooth segue into an Arteza advertisement, but it's kind of weird doing a segue from like a really depressing topic like that. Before I say anything I regret, I'm just gonna stop talking for a little bit. I'm gonna let this speed paint kind of go by, and then I'm gonna talk more about the markers and the discount. So if you wanna keep supporting me, and if you wanna keep supporting the channel, please keep watching or listening or whatever. Bobby, I'm really trying to record, buddy. And I am officially finishing up this art piece of work, whatever this is. I had a great time working on this. Not only was the picture fun to draw, but also coloring it in using Arteza's markers it was super fun. Like I said, I'm not super experienced with traditional media, but it's always super fun to try new things out and These markers were really easy to use even for a beginner such as myself. Again, the markers are $32.99 on their official website. However, you can get 10% off using my affiliate code. It is on the screen. Once again, please go and use that and get a discount on, you know, pretty much any of their products. And I do get a commission of that, you know, every time somebody uses my code. So, you know, it's a good way to support me and my channel. If, you know, that's something you want to do, that'd be really, you know, that's really nice of you. I do recommend them. I do recommend all of their markers though. They have some really great sets out there if you want to go check that out. Also, do not forget to check out Arteza's YouTube channel. They post a lot of like speed paints and DIYs, tutorials, stuff like that. And their videos are not too long, and they always have this kind of like cheery but calm music. It's very good for like if you just want to relax, if you just want to watch some artwork being made and want to relax and not worry about somebody talking into your ear like I do. They have some really good videos for that, kind of ASMR too. So go subscribe to them, subscribe to me as well. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I have to say. Thank you so much to Arteza for sending me these markers to review. Overall, I love them. Super fun. Lots of inspiration. But yeah, anyways, that is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be good owlets and subscribe and like this video. I know I never say that, but please do that. Okay. Thank you. Bye.